Here's a video of a recent leg workout I did. This is actually the second leg workout of the week. I'm right now kind of playing with different structures, but I do train my legs twice a week. So I'm starting with a calf exercise. I change the exercise pretty much every workout, but this is one of my favorites, is doing standing calf raises off our belt squat machine. So I use the uprights there just for balance. I'm not really pulling on them, just for balance. And I'm focusing on a really good stretch. The benefit of doing calf exercises, you can see here I'm actually leveraging back into the stretch even more, pushing my hips back and getting my chest lower. This opens up the calves, so that way if I'm doing a squat that day, it improves my range of motion for the squats. So I do a lot of calf work at the beginning of lower body workouts. Great way to grow your calves, but it's also a great way to improve your mobility for lower body squatting movements, whether that's squatting with a barbell or doing, Bulgarian split squats, leg presses, just any kind of compound leg movement. It's a really good way to start the workout and get multiple benefits from that. I then went on and did lying hamstrings curls. Since I was doing a squat that's mostly going to be quad dominant, I wanted to balance out my thigh development for the day, so I added hamstring isolation. This isn't going to cause any pre-exhaust or fatigue to my lower back or my thoracic back, so it won't negatively impact my squatting ability. It's just going to add some hamstring fatigue to add overall damage and overall growth, so that way it's a good kind of complement to the squats. In this, you can see I'm moving at a comfortable pace, just really getting a lot of reps in, 20, 30 reps, good blood flow, good muscle stretch, muscle annoyance. The idea of this is volume, not heaviness. And then after that, I did this all as a circuit, benefits of owning your own gym. I did a modified version of a couch stretch. This is a standing version of a couch stretch. I really like this because I don't have to put my back knee on the ground. It's a good way to open up the hip flexors. So I do about 30 seconds on each side. Now the squats today, I have my Olympic lifting shoes and I'm standing on a 15-degree wedge. So this is a 10-degree wedge, sorry. So this is a very uprighted squat for me because I have very long femurs. I have to have that huge heel elevation to get a very upright position. I wanted this along with the safety squat bar. It's just a good variation to not overtax my lower back. Just a lot of leg range of motion, a lot of quad-based work. Just wanting to work on quads today. It was kind of a fun variation for the day. That was the main focus. So the safety squat bar allows for a more upright torso. The wedges allow for a more upright torso, especially considering I have really long femurs. And then, basically, I went back through and did all of that again. So that was kind of the 4 parts to the workout. So you can see here the calf raises I didn't show again, but this is the lying leg curls. And again, just a nice comfortable pace, and I typically keep my feet in a neutral position. I'm not pointing my toes out, I'm not pulling my toes in. I really want minimal activation of my calves. Your calf muscles, the gastrocnemius, cross over the knees. So if you're curling it by pointing your toes out, you're actually going to reduce some of the hamstring involvement. So it's better just to leave your feet what would feel as much as relaxed as you can. So that way you maximize the hamstring recruitment. And this is, again, a really good way to increase hamstring growth on a squat day, since squats are more quad dominant. You can see a good side view here. I'm using our Mutant Metal J-Cups, which are freaking awesome. I love these things. They're like monolith J-Cups. We just got those new for my wife, so I've been playing with them. And then this is a Sorenex safety squat bar, which is one of the hardest, meanest safety squat bars, but I love it. If you get good on this thing, you're good at anything. And then the wedge is from Rogue Fitness, and the rack and all the other stuff is from Sorenex. So really cool, great quality equipment. And you can see here I'm cranking out sets of 10. I did this overall circuit for actually 5 rounds. So it was a lot of work, but it was fun. I really enjoyed the workout. Then, to finish off, I have our Power Lift adjustable, it's kind of like a 45-degree adjustable back extension, but I have it set here, I think it's 75 degrees, and I'm doing what's called Harrop curls, so Harrop. And the idea of this is that you're working on your hamstring connectors up at the top of the hamstring. So lying hamstring curls, you're going to get a lot of lower hamstring connection stress. Hair-up curls, they help you target the upper hamstrings, and as you would become more upright, you would recruit more glutes. However, the weight load becomes less because your body's more upright. It's not fighting against as much gravity. So the hardest part of the range of motion is when your body's parallel with the floor, and that's whenever the glutes can do the least amount of work, and it really emphasizes the upper hamstrings. This is an amazing exercise to build your conventional deadlift. If you get good at these, your conventional deadlift will skyrocket for strength. So you can see here at this view, I'm trying to keep my back flat as I go down. I'm really trying to pivot only through the hip joint. I have my knees leveraged into the pad, so I have a little bit of bend in my hamstring that eases stretch tension on the bottom of the hamstring, so I can really maximize the recruitment at the top. And it helps me kind of hold my body in position, and the only movement I'm getting is through the hip joint, the hip tilt rotation. So these are really cool. Love these. You can do them off a GHD or really any kind of setup if you can find a similar position. But they're excellent. Eventually, as you get good at them, you can hold a weight plate at your chest, and that's a great way to progress them. You can also hold a kettlebell or dumbbell if you want as well. But these are awesome for the upper hamstrings, and as I said, if you get good at these, your conventional deadlift strength will absolutely improve. Then you can see here, I was doing some reverse hyperextensions, so just blanked on the name of these, jeez. But these are reverse hyperextensions, and for this, I'm looking to pull out some tension in my lower back, so I'm letting my lower back round a little bit. But what I really like from this is it kind of pulls open a lot of tightness all through the posterior chain. So if the hamstrings are a little tight, if the glutes are tight, if the lower back is tight, if the thoracic spine is tight, it really helps open up all of that, so it's decompression in the spine, and it helps get a lot of blood flow through those areas. So this is really good for restoration and improving lower back health. Now you can do these a lot slower, more controlled to work on kind of like glute contraction. So I'll sometimes do these single leg and do them much slower, but this variation here is kind of more of a guided momentum to really get that full stretch and that full release. Then the last exercise I did for the workout was our Nautilus glute drive machine. I really like this because there's no compression on the spine. It's a really safe, easy, no annoyance way to do hip thrusts. This is a good like glute isolation. So the hardest part of the movement is when you're at the top, is when the glutes have the most activation. So this is a really good way to grow your glutes without too much adductor and hamstring involvement, and really no lower back stress, no core development stress. So it's a really good way to, in my opinion, finish off a workout or warm up a workout if you want to add glute isolation work. So I was adding an isometric hold there at the top just to make it extra miserable. So that was my recent leg day. It's an example of what I would typically do when I'm trying to put together a good full workout. A lot of variety of movements and a lot of focus on quality in different muscles. Check out more information from us on our website at www.berlinergym.com.